Well, I'll tell you what I told the team after the game. They played their tails off, and they laid it on the line, and we would like the ball to bounce our way or bounce differently a couple times, but if they continue to do that, they're going to have a lot of fun the remainder of this year. So when the woulda, coulda, shouldas are more with the way the ball bounced versus our effort, and all I ask for them is to give that great energy, effort, enthusiasm, and they put themselves in a position to win. It's all we talked about the whole game, even in a slow start, was putting ourselves in a position to win when the game, came down to the end, and we were right there. Some crazy things happened. They had some free throw shooters below 50%, shoot a pretty good percentage. They had some awkward threes bounce off the back of the rim and go in. A physics professor at Bradley is going to have to explain to me how someone could stand under the basket and hit the bottom of the rim with a ball. But, hey, our guys played their tails off, and as I told Sammy, there isn't anybody I'd want with the ball in their hands, with whatever it was, 14 seconds to go, making a play. And you got to miss some to make some, and I'm going to put it right back in his hands the next time we have that opportunity. So those are my thoughts. Probably a little more than you wanted, I guess.
That was the explanation you got, that it hit the bottom of the rim?
Yes. So I know one thing. Tonight I'm going to I almost said the field house. Tonight I'm going to Hawthorne, and I'm going to see if that's physically possible to do that, to stand underneath the basket and hit the front of the rim with the ball.
There was a lot of fan excitement, and particularly on the ISU side, there was a lot of negativity. Do you think that had a negative effect on your play tonight at all?
No, we've come to expect that, so we're ready for that. It doesn't bother us. I thought early on, we were a little sped up, we got a little out of sync, and we just talked about it at halftime. Just, relax, stick to the game plan, and just be a little bit more fundamentally sound. A couple of our breakdowns, and they're a good team. They took advantage of them. And I thought in the second half we had very few breakdowns, and it showed with their play.
Dodie, can you talk about what allowed you guys to, you were down by 8 at one time, and then you guys hit 3 threes in a row. What kind of allowed you guys to kind of get back into a rhythm?
Well, I thought mentality is just, a coach told us in the huddle just to defend. That's what the main thing comes down to. You get a couple stops and just play the way we play offensively, hit the open man, knock down open shots.
Sam, you had a strong, that's the last few seconds, pretty strong second half.
Mm-hmm.
What had happened? Can you walk us through the last shot?
It's pretty obvious what happened. I just missed it. It just didn't bounce my way is what happened. So, really not a lot of explanation for that.
Dodie, you were scoreless at halftime. Did you feel like you were pressing at that point because you turned it around in the second half a lot?
No, I just came out and played, keep playing the way I'm playing. I didn't change anything, just be patient and just play.
And then your defense on Osiris, can you tell us what you were trying to do?
Well, the tough thing is Osiris is a good player, and just to contest his shots, because he's an aggressive scorer.
Jim, you were able to take a lead a couple of times in the first half, and then in the second half, even though they had built up 7-8 point leads. Was it just a point of view it worked so hard to get that lead that it was hard to then build it, or did they?
No, I thought we had opportunities. Like I said, you got to give them credit. A couple guys stepped up to the free throw line that we wanted to be at the free throw line. They made shots. We had some opportunities. I can think off the top of my head a couple putbacks or in close, paint shots that we normally make bounced out. And, some nights you just got to live with that. But I don't think I think of the comebacks as this is a resilient group. And they had plenty of excuses to tuck their tail and head the other way, and they refused to accept any type of deficit and just continued to battle back.
The way this game ebbed and flowed, is this almost the way the Valley feels this year to you? Teams running out and getting caught, coming back to the pack. ebb and flow of the way the season's gone?
Well, I'd like Northern Iowa to come back to the pack. So when that happens, that'll be great. But, there's great parity in this league. There's great atmospheres to come and play in, and it's a challenge every night. And we enjoy that challenge. And, I've got a bunch of competitors in that locker room that we love lacing it up on game night. And, we'll continue to battle and see where we're at in March.
Jim, I know it's tough to take this out of context of not having lost the game, but can you speak to when you get a game like this, I mean, with the quality of play, the intensity, the crowd and so forth, is this an enjoyable game if you can separate it from the loss?
Well, I don't know if I'm allowed to do this, but I'll quote the official, David Hall, who's one of the top officials in the country, said to me with 6 seconds to go, I think during the free throw line, that this was the best game he's done all year in terms of the execution, competitiveness of the game, and the quality of the play. So, and he sees a lot of basketball. I see him on TV a lot doing games, so I guess I'll take that and as a compliment.
Was he the same guy who made the physical?
I was trying to figure that out. I got a 1 in 3 chance, so I'm not gonna make that guess.
Dodie, what can you just describe your experience coming back home and playing here at Rippert Arena overall?
Well, I thought it was a good experience. It was loud the night. Just happy to be home.
Coach kind of called timeout and kind of put his foot in our behinds. And we already naturally wanted to win, so our team was gonna go up. But when Coach told us, "Hey, dig down deep," and started yelling at us, we just picked it up, played harder.
Did they defend you about the same as they did in Peoria, or did they do anything differently this time?
I think they defended me a little bit closer and tighter in Peoria. Today, not as much. They forced me, to use the screens more. So, but I think overall they did. They did a great job. I didn't try to force anything that much. Just try
He said not that much.
I just try to.
Gotta get a couple of them in there though.
Yeah.
If you honest.
Couple heat just they did overall, good job.
Emmanuel, could you talk about the play at the end when Maniscalco, obviously, did he get the ball driving a little deeper in your thought?
The play, we was switching everything, and Champ called screen, but he didn't tell me which way, so I'm thinking I didn't know which, so I kind of froze, and that's when he just took advantage of a great drive. I know he's kind of eating himself up for missing that, but you know what I'm saying, sometimes you play tough, and sometimes you kind of want luck to fall your way, so. Your dunks kind of helped it out too, a lot of bit.
But that one dunk, I think it was like a chest pass.
Yeah, you caught it and dunked like that.
Turned into a oop, but the crowd, they gave us a real big boost.